Have you ever dreamed of walking the path of a lone samurai, carving your own fate in a land caught between tradition and revolution? Imagine stepping into 19th century Japan, where the age of the samurai is crumbling, foreign influences are flooding in, and the country stands at a crossroads. You are a Ronin, masterless, free, but also burdened with choices that will shape the very future of Japan. This is the world of Rise of the Ronin. Welcome to nerdsection.com. In March 2024, PlayStation 5 players were introduced to Rise of the Ronin, an ambitious action RPG from Team Ninja, the studio behind Nioh and Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. Unlike their previous Souls-like offerings, this game took a different approach, an open-world structure, rich historical storytelling, and combat that blended precise swordplay with 19th century firearms. Players could explore cities like Yokohama and Edo, forge alliances with historical factions, and make impactful decisions. Upon release, Rise of the Ronin received a mix of praise and critique. Many fans loved its setting, deep combat system, and historical immersion. On Metacritic, it scored a solid 76, reflecting mostly positive reviews. TechRadar called it a rewarding experience for fans of samurai games, highlighting the satisfying combat mechanics and impressive weapon variety. However, it wasn't without flaws. Critics pointed out that while the combat excelled, the open world structure felt dated, with repetitive side missions and graphical inconsistencies. IGN's review noted that while the game delivers exhilarating swordplay, its world lacks the polish and depth seen in other modern open world titles. But what did players think? Fan reactions were diverse. Some praised the authentic historical setting, the morality-based choices, and the brutal but rewarding combat mechanics. Others found the open world somewhat empty, with repetitive objectives that didn't always feel meaningful. A common point of praise was the combat system, which blends Team Ninja's signature precision-based swordplay with gunplay. Parrying, dodging, and countering attacks feel weighty and satisfying, making every fight a test of skill. Unlike Team Ninja's Nioh series, which leaned heavily into supernatural elements, Rise of the Ronin keeps things grounded in real history. The game features three major factions: the Tokugawa shogunate, the pro-imperial forces, and foreign Western powers, each with their own interests. Players can choose to align with one faction, oppose all of them, or navigate a neutral path, making choices that affect the outcome of the story. The arsenal is another standout feature. Players wield classic Japanese weapons like katanas, spears, and odachi, but also have access to muskets, pistols, and even early revolvers. This fusion of traditional samurai combat with gunplay mirrors the technological shift happening in Japan at the time. The open world is structured around key cities that evolve as the story progresses. Yokohama, for example, reflects Japan's growing Western influences, with foreign merchants, modernized districts, and a blend of European architecture alongside traditional Japanese buildings. Meanwhile, Edo, later Tokyo, remains a bastion of samurai culture, where loyalty to tradition still runs deep. You're not just fighting battles, you're making critical political and personal choices that define your character's path. Will you support the Tokugawa shogunate, maintaining the old ways of the samurai? Or will you side with the revolutionaries, helping Japan move toward modernization? Your choices shape the alliances you form, the missions you undertake, and even the ending of the game. And it's not just a solo journey. Rise of the Ronin includes a 3-player cooperative mode, allowing friends to join forces in combat. This feature adds replayability, letting players experiment with different weapons, playstyles, and tactics. But one of the most anticipated updates is finally here. Rise of the Ronin is coming to PC. That's right, PC players will finally get their hands on this samurai adventure. The game is set to launch on March 11th, 2025, bringing its stunning combat and historical intrigue to an even wider audience. What can PC players expect? The PC version will include graphical enhancements, potentially higher frame rates, and better performance optimizations. Pre-orders are already available on Steam, and early buyers will receive exclusive bonus content, including unique armor sets and weapons. So is Rise of the Ronin worth playing? If you're a fan of historical action RPGs, samurai combat, and moral choice-driven narratives, this game is definitely worth a try. While it may not be a perfect open-world experience, its intense swordplay, historical authenticity, and branching storylines make it one of the most unique samurai games available today. With the PC release just around the corner, now is the perfect time to jump into this adventure, whether you're revisiting the world of the Ronin or experiencing it for the first time. That's it for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content. And if you're looking for more action-packed recommendations, check out our other video on the best action games of 2025. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, happy gaming!